What is Moos to you?
What is Moos to me? It's indeed a great play space, a great play park, and
Did you know that before coming here?
No,
Okay.
I had no clue. I had no idea when I was coming to Moos what Moos is, and to be honest, even after 2 months of living here, Moos is something that you have to experience and live through to actually get your own idea of what it is. And I think everyone has a very individual definition or perspective of what Moos is to them. And I think it's a beautiful place with a lot of potential, where things are already happening in such an interesting way. I'm just really I'm here to try to give good energy to the place, good energy to the people, trying to help shaping and co-creating it into a desired direction, and it's just a great place to be.
Did you have like a specific project to do while you're here, or it's just kind of open?
Well, I'm pretty much, since I'm here, as I've been doing space creation, space design, or like giving a certain sense of logic to spaces, I've pretty much been putting my attention into the hall, which has been like some kind of a new feature, or like, you know, an upgraded feature now in Moos, for us to run events, or like different kind of bring people together to work on new regenerative or new ideas for people and planet, whether it's in Berlin or somewhere in the world.
Okay.
And of course, I mean, I have something that would fit there so well, which brings people together in a different kind of way, in a playful way. To
You mean
like play space and
okay,
like
the play space ideas, yeah.
yeah. So which is something that, you know, play space can be big, can be a whole. And it is a play space because everything is mobile. We're constantly changing the thing. We're constantly giving it a new context, and going from, you know, a meeting context or a workshop context to an art exhibition context to a market context to a, you know, and it's just ever changing, and it's so interesting to see that.
And what exactly was your idea with the hall? Like, I mean, if you had to, I mean, yeah, is there a kind of direction you're trying to follow, or is it also, again, you're just hanging around and seeing what happens and trying to contribute in a way that's unpredictable, or is there some...
I think for me, what I've experienced, it's a pretty evolutionary process. So it's like we were starting with like very little items and materials, then we gave it energy came back from outside with like new items and materials, and constantly seeing different kind of opportunities in the place. My idea or something that I would like to see is like people coming together on specific topics or on specific things, and say like, okay, how... Imagine you are there and you have a certain mission that you will want to fulfill for yourself, want to do something good, whatever that is. And now you have a lot of people together who can co-design and co-create that with you, and using certain tools that make it way simpler rather than just sitting in a circle and talking about it, which is for me the most ineffective way on how to deal with challenges.
So in your time here so far, is there, I mean, you must have seen so many like events and experiences and helped coordinate and organize it, etc. Is there one that stands out to you, either like as an example of what you just mentioned, or just something that you feel like maybe people should know that it happened in this way, and like something? I
mean, personally for me it was the 10-year celebration of Armani. Armani is an institute that is educating social innovators, or people who are coming like from normal jobs and now they want to turn it into a life-changing career. And Armani is giving and facilitating tools and methodologies and bringing people together to actually know how. So if I'm saying like, okay, I wanna open a social business, wanna make money at the same time, but do impact and have impact in my focus, then Armani is a good address to go. And they have been this, by the way, so it's something that not a lot of people heard, but I have been through that experience in Kenya, and it was very life-changing for me. And now, out of all of these kind of incidents that happened, all of a sudden we were able to host the Armani 10-year celebration in Moos all of a sudden.
Wow.
So, and now all of these people were coming.
It's an organization from Kenya?
It's an organization that has been founded by someone from India, Roshan, and Elena from Brazil, and they were starting in Kenya, but now they're also operating in Brazil and India. Wow. So it's like 3 countries, and then but also a huge network from people all over the world.
Imagine, yeah.
So
and like, so what was special about in terms of just happening in the hall and these aspects that you talked about of maybe people creating together and being playful, like what was it about their
I think what was great about that event was how throughout the whole day the whole place changed by itself through the energy that people were giving into, you know, like we were starting to decorate, like Rick was there, Ehrlich was there, I was there, and then also Flo was coming from Armani like a day before, and we're just like, you know, hacking up stuff and really bringing this whole into a nice shape. And then it started with like a big video Zoom conference, people all over the world, so we were all sitting there and creating some sort of a cozy living situation where we are having this talk with people from everywhere. Later it turned into we were doing you know, seeing different spots in Moos, that Jacob, for example, just came and was like, okay, let's go to Rhizome Lab, let's go there, and all of a sudden it became the super entertaining day that was absolutely not planned. All of a sudden, you know, people came back then after a small tour in Moos, and now all of a sudden there was a kitchen there, and Sanka, who has been living here, has been like cooking a lot and preparing a super delicious menu for the people. Wow. The whole room changed, new lights, new colors, new everything, and just I guess for everyone it was like, wow, it's just like one place but changing every hour into something completely different.
Beautiful.
And I think that's what the magic is all about.
Wow. Is there something that I don't know how long you plan on sticking around here in Moos? So it's not
I have no clue.
Yeah. So maybe it's not like you're leaving now, but I guess is there something that you've learned or witnessed in your time here that you feel you're going to bring to other spaces?
Oh yeah, so many things. Yeah. It's, I think from all of the community projects that's the most advanced and most sophisticated one, in a sense of what kind of opportunities are here. Also this mixture of like social impact businesses like Ostmost or Quando, or like different kind of things that are happening in Moos in connection with the residency program and the community establishment and what Jacob's trying to do. It's such an interesting way how all of these kind of synergies are coming together, how things are coming together, but also how sometimes things are just really unorganized and messed up. And yeah, of course, you just learn from everything that's happening if you're open to it. And I'm super happy to bring that kind of experience into whatever context awaits me next.
Is it possible? Could I ask you to be specific in terms of just picking like something that's concrete that we can maybe see or understand?
Yeah, for example, like there has been a like a Christmas celebration of the Moos, you know, and without a lot of, I would say, organization behind it, or a very short-term organization between different kind of entities. Basically, how was this evening? Like, we are sitting together having a dinner in the Rhizome Lab. You're going down, all of a sudden there's a circus tent, you know, standing there that has been like set up 1 week before for something completely else, now reused as a stage for a small band that is playing next to a small truck from Ostmost, who create this kind of truck as some sort of a party bus where people can just dance and celebrate. Then you go down to a cellar and you see the cave, which is like a cellar that has been turned into a club, and I've been there like a week before, that it looked completely different, and it's just so interesting how people
it's a manifestation of reusability in every.
It's just and it's beautiful. Really beautiful how you can see how things just evolve through the individual energy that people are giving in without having this kind of there's one person on top that says how everything has to be done, and then it's been done like you would expect it from a conservative business, for example.
There isn't really like kind of a, how do you say, stable or consistent documentation of what's going on here. It's very ethereal, and stuff happens and then disappears, and nobody even knows. Like this,
no one knows what is actually.
I mean, so in that sense, I feel like it's conveniently has a function here. You know, so I obviously I'm not doing this purely for Moos. Like it is like my own project, which I started before I came here, and I'm using that as a vehicle to also include some Moos stuff because I'm grateful to, and I want to contribute to the community. And it's also just fun. I mean, come on, look.
Exactly. No, it's great. It's great. We're
having a great time talking with you and so many other people. So and it's just nice.
Super beautiful.
The general principle is it's nice also other people can benefit from this, right? Because we could also just chat and hang out, and that's fine. But I mean, there's so many cool things here, and you're showing your ideas and your experiences, and nice to share. You know, so I'm all about documented share, documented share, documented share. Basically.
That's great. That's what I need to work on.
Where can people find out more about you and what you're doing?
There's an Instagram right now, Dr. Benius.
Dr.
Benius, Dr. _ Benius.
BEENIUS.
Yeah, exactly. And and several channels that will pop up in the next couple of weeks and months regarding play space, and then.
Cool. Great to chat with you, Denny. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.